Is tennis all mental? You hear that a lot, that tennis is all about what's going on up here. And this is true to some extent. And I made a video discussing the 10 qualities that elite tennis players must possess in order to be competitive at that level. And these things are technique, speed, agility, reflexes, coordination, endurance, discipline, focus, the ability to handle pressure, and the will to win. So the last 3 things on this list are especially important when we're talking about the mental part of the game. So a player must have focus. A player cannot get distracted by things that are happening either on the court or outside the court. Also, the player must be able to handle pressure. We all have seen players choke, and this is basically an inability to handle pressure, and it comes in many various forms. And then most importantly, a player must have the will to win. John McEnroe described the qualities of a champion in the following way. A champion is a player who can figure out a way to win when they're at their worst. This is what players such as Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer are so good at. You can see that when they win Grand Slams, there are always a few matches in the early rounds when they're playing terrible, but they find a way to win. This is the will to win, and it's crucial to be able to be competitive at that super elite level. And maybe the most important mental element of tennis is confidence, and confidence is related indirectly to all these 10 items. And basically what confidence is a player's perceived probability of success, which in turn is based on a successful history. And this can work in various ways. So if a player has been doing well in tournaments, most likely that player is going to continue to do well, but it also works in head-to-head matchups. So if you have lost to someone 20 times in a row, obviously your confidence is going to be very low because your perceived probability of success is going to be low, and it's simply based on an unsuccessful history, and it's vice versa. So if you have beaten someone many times in a row, your confidence is going to be sky high. So when people say tennis is all mental, it is true, because players at the elite level are so similar, and many of these characteristics, especially when it comes down to technique and speed. Players all have great technique, players all have great speed, they're exceptional athletes. So it does come down to these little mental parts of the game. Who has more will to win, who is able to handle the pressure better, and who is able to be more focused when it matters most, and most importantly, which player has more confidence.